Poststructuralism is a literary theory that emerged in the 1960s and 70s in France, and is associated with thinkers such as Michel Foucault, Jacques Derrida, and Roland Barthes. It challenges the notion that language can accurately reflect reality, and instead argues that language shapes our understanding of the world. In literature, poststructuralism emphasizes the importance of the reader's interpretation of the text. It suggests that a text does not have a fixed meaning, but rather that meaning is constantly being constructed and reconstructed through the reader's interactions with the text. Poststructuralists reject the idea that a text has a single, fixed meaning that the author intended to convey. They argue that language is inherently unstable and that words can have multiple meanings, depending on their context. They also emphasize the importance of language as a tool of power, with certain words and concepts being used to reinforce dominant ideologies. Some key concepts in poststructuralist literary theory include deconstruction. This is a key concept in poststructuralist literary theory. It involves analyzing a text to uncover its hidden assumptions and contradictions, and to reveal the ways in which a text can be read in multiple, conflicting ways. Deconstruction aims to challenge the dominant meaning of a text, and to reveal the ways in which language can be used to reinforce or subvert power structures. Reader response theory. This is the idea that the reader plays an active role in the creation of meaning. The text is not viewed as a static object with a fixed meaning, but rather as a dynamic process that involves the reader's interpretation. The reader brings their own experiences and perspectives to the text, and this influences the way that they interpret it. Intertextuality. This refers to the idea that texts are connected to other texts. Every text is influenced by the texts that came before it, and it also influences the texts that come after it. Intertextuality emphasizes the importance of the literary tradition, and the ways in which texts are part of a larger cultural conversation. Power and ideology. Poststructuralist literary theory emphasizes the importance of language as a tool of power. Certain words and concepts are used to reinforce dominant ideologies and power structures, and poststructuralist literary theory seeks to uncover and challenge these power dynamics. It encourages a critical approach to language and representation, and seeks to challenge dominant power structures and ideologies. The death of the author. This is the idea that the author's intentions are not relevant to the interpretation of a text. The meaning of a text is not fixed or determined by the author's intentions, but rather is constantly being constructed and reconstructed through the reader's interactions with the text. The death of the author emphasizes the importance of the reader's interpretation, and challenges the idea that the author has ultimate control over the meaning of a text. There are several important theorists of poststructuralist literary theory, including Jacques Derrida. Derrida is perhaps the most well-known and influential theorist of poststructuralism. He is known for his concept of deconstruction, which involves analyzing a text to uncover its hidden assumptions and contradictions, and to reveal the ways in which a text can be read in multiple, conflicting ways. Michel Foucault. Foucault is another important theorist of poststructuralism. He is known for his analysis of power and knowledge, and his emphasis on the ways in which power is embedded in language, discourse, and social institutions. Roland Barthes. Barthes is known for his concept of the death of the author, which emphasizes the importance of the reader's interpretation over the author's intentions. He also developed the concept of myth, which refers to the ways in which cultural phenomena are transformed into natural or universal concepts. Julia Christeva. Christeva is known for her concept of intertextuality, which emphasizes the interconnectedness of all texts and the importance of the literary tradition. She also developed the concept of abjection, which refers to the ways in which certain aspects of the human experience, such as bodily functions and fluids, are seen as disgusting and are therefore excluded from the symbolic order. Gayatri Chakravorty Spivak. Spivak is known for her analysis of colonialism and postcolonialism, and her concept of strategic essentialism, which refers to the temporary use of identity politics as a means of resistance against dominant power structures. These theorists, along with others, have contributed to the development of post-structuralist literary theory and have had a significant impact on the field of literary and cultural theory more broadly. Post-structuralist critics ask a range of questions about literary and cultural texts, but some of the key questions they might ask include: 1. What are the underlying power structures and ideologies at work in this text? 2. How do binary oppositions and other structures of meaning operate within this text? And how do they contribute to or challenge dominant power structures? 3. How can we deconstruct this text to reveal its hidden assumptions and contradictions, and to open up new readings and interpretations? 4. How does this text relate to other texts within the literary tradition and within the broader cultural context? 5. How does language itself shape and construct meaning? And how is meaning constantly being constructed and reconstructed through the reader's interaction with the text? 6. How does the author's identity and social context influence the meaning of this text? And how can we challenge the idea of the author as the ultimate authority over meaning? 7. How do cultural phenomena such as myths and stereotypes shape our understanding of the world? And how can we challenge these phenomena through critical analysis? Overall, post-structuralist literary theory challenges traditional views of language and meaning, and emphasizes the importance of the reader's interpretation in the creation of meaning. It encourages a critical approach to language and representation, and seeks to challenge dominant power structures and ideologies.